stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Good morning. You're welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. It's a wonderful Tuesday morning. It's a warm Tuesday morning as well. And it's a day that I believe we've gotten over the Monday rat race, the Monday up and down, and the stress of the first day of the week. This is the second day. This is where we take a pause, look at Monday and say, okay, how do we navigate to Friday? Once again, you're welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. My name is Abraham Maina-Joda. And this morning on the show, we've met two wonderful people who will be with us to look at the stories as they break on the cover pages of the news paper in Nigeria. Well, let me start with our regular, Mr. Iradane Kukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Sun TV. Good morning, Mr. Ira.
Good morning, Abraham.
Yeah.
Good morning to you out there.
You're welcome to the show once again.
Thank you very much.
Yes, with me again is a journalist, is a civil rights activist, a social commentator, and also a political analyst, Mr. Ure Caleb Danjuma. You're welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you. Are you comrade or Mr.?
Yeah,
or
comrade.
Chief? Comrade. Or Chief Doctor or Professor?
Yeah, no,
okay.
Comrade.
You're welcome to the morning show.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. And how are you seeing Jalingo?
Yeah, well, Jalingo is okay. Since I came in, Jalingo has been treating me well.
Okay.
As you can see, the signs are all over.
Okay. And did you pass through our new bridge at Namne?
No, I came in through Tako.
Through Tako.
So hopefully, on my way back, I will pass through the Namne bridge and also have a first-hand information.
Okay.
See it with my eye. And I can comment.
And when you get to Abuja, please go to the Aso Rock and show them, take pictures, take it to the president and let him know that we have a very wonderful bridge in this part of the country.
Yeah, I was privy to an information yesterday that the federal government has, though it is not confirmed, the federal government has released the fund as of yesterday, being the 18th of August, that very soon the engineers will be mobilized to site in the coming weeks. So though this report is unconfirmed, but we'll beam us torchlight to confirm it then.
Well, that's good.
Bridges are being built during the rainy season. In Nigeria, it has happened before.
There's no difference between Nigeria and any part of the world. Once there's technology and there's funds and there's a technical know-how, it will be done.
I just hope this is going to come true because we've experienced reports before that they will say it is rainy season, so work has to discontinue in some instances like that.
There's no difference between rainy season and, I think EB Bridge was working throughout the rainy season during the stage of the drainage. When they were drilling, that's the first step. I think it was during rainy season that they started moving those pillars. So Namne Bridge shouldn't be different.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the weather report this morning. So across the country, conditions remain relatively mild with early morning coolness giving way to warmer afternoon. So Jalingo is waking up to 22 degrees with partly cloudy skies expected through the day. Lagos holds at 24 degrees with humid conditions and possible evening showers. Jos is the coolest as usual among our selected city this morning at 18 degrees with a crisp and breezy atmosphere. Kaduna, Zaria, Akula as well at 20 degrees, likely to remain pleasant with some sunshine. Kano and Katsina stand at 21 degrees and 22 degrees respectively. Partly sunny skies anticipated. And moving south, Calabar and Port Harcourt are both at 22 to 23 degrees with scattered rainfall likely later today. Enugu also records 23 degrees with mild cloud cover. Maiduguri shows 23 degrees. Relatively stable weather is expected. In the southwest, Ibadan, Osogbo, Gbomosho, and Abeokuta all over between 21 to 22 degrees with humid conditions and chances of light showers. Nationwide, temperatures are steady, excuse me, between 18 degrees and 24 degrees, pointing to a comfortable day overall. However, residents in coastal cities like Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Calabar should prepare for possible rainfall and humid evenings. So, well, you can still stay tuned for updates and keep safe on the road as wet weather may reduce visibility in some area. This is your Nigeria weather report for today. Thank you. Now with this, let us go to the matter of the morning, the newspapers. Let's start with, we'd like to also start with, well, I think there's this interesting story from Tribune. Okay, let's start with the Tribune. That has this story. The major headline says, concerns over steady decline in voter turnout in 26 years. Stakeholders blame governments and how to get out of the quagmire. The Patriots, Adeniran, she to others, it's a loss of confidence, trust in the nation's electoral process. That is by Wale Okuniyi. Then from the Tribune, it says there's a rising concern among stakeholders over the steady decline in voter turnout during successive election after 26 years of nation's return to civil rule. Available statistics obtained by the Nigerian Tribune on the 7 successive general elections conducted since 1999 confirm a serious downward slide in the turnout after 1999 elections that led to the exit of the military from power. Ironically, the nation has witnessed a geometric rise in the number of voters in the periodic register compiled by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The data on voter turnout in the 1999 election was 52.3%, but the performance rating shot to 69% in 2003, only for the rate to begin a steady dip from 57.5% in 2007 to 53.7% in 2011, 43.7% in 2015, 34.8% in 2019, and 28.63% in the 2023 general election. Conversely, the number of voters in the INEC registration spanning the same period show a total of over 57,000 for 1999, over 57 million for 1999, 60 million for 2003, 61 for 2007, 73 million for 2011, 68 million for 2015, and 84 million for 2019, and 94 million voters in registered voters in 2023. So that is the situation. Mr. Comrade Kelem, what's your take on this? What do you think is the cause of the low turnout?
Well, number one, I don't want us to go far. Let's start from the immediate past general election, the 2023 general election. You know, the government of the day gave so much confidence to Nigerians. And should I say fortunately or unfortunately, that hope was dashed. The reason behind the decline in voters' registration is because the Nigerian citizens have lost confidence on the electoral processes. So the only thing that can save this is when the government reform our electoral processes. Our INEC needs to be reformed. The entire electoral process must be reformed, because I've met so many people out there during the 2023 general election, and I conduct a vox pop across some part of the country, and one of the key reason why a lot of them travel home to vote is because the INEC has assured them, that INEC assured each and every one of them that each vote must count through the use of beavers. But unfortunately, on the election day, we all know what happened. A lot of excuses pop out, and government has spent so much money in bringing this equipment, but they don't put the equipment into use. So, trust. Nigerians have lost trust and confidence in the electoral process. And I won't be surprised if the 2027 general election will also see another more decline in voters' registration. So for our
we're talking about voters generally.
Yeah.
Voting generally, the numbers that voted.
Yeah, it's because of the trust. They've lost confidence on the government. That's why because a lot of people now on the streets there, seeing what Nigerians are passing through with the experience of the 2023 general election, they felt, hence my vote will not be counted. Then why should I waste my time and go to polling unit to vote?
Okay.
So that's one of the major reasons why we are experiencing this right now.
Mr. Ara, what's your take on this?
Yes, I think one of the things that is causing this erosion of trust is just like Comrade Caleb mentioned, is loss of trust, the erosion of trust on the system, on the leadership, the political leadership, the leadership of the electoral umpire, and other factors like that. I think one of the reasons, again, is the fact that people have seen failed promises from those who are elected into political offices. By the time you want the bridge that leads your village to be built, and you go all the way to register as a voter, then you vote, then maybe peradventure the person still wins, then you discover that they don't keep to their promises. They end up enriching themselves and their own and leaving the social responsibilities again for maybe the person that will come up next, or maybe they'll do it halfway, or maybe they'll do it haphazardly. If there is this confidence that my voters registration will lead to a candidate that will emerge and perform these responsibilities, there is a way that people will be encouraged to go ahead and do the voters registration and participate in the electoral process. If you see the way there is such in what's it called? These protests and other activities that looks like protests is indicative of the fact that there are instances where you see protests will lead to give some result, and you see the such people, the VDM, this and that, a small thing. Let's go on strike, because in most instances when you go on strike, you get the result. So I think if the same attention is given to political office holders, I'm not talking about whether the vote counts or not now. Even those who emerge as political office holders end up in failing in their responsibilities in meeting the needs and aspirations of the people.
Okay, thank you very much. But I think I hold a different opinion on this. If we look at the data, the decline in the number of votes started the moment technology was introduced. The moment technology was introduced, it helped to reduce the cases of ballot stuffing. I know that is the major reason. I'm telling you this, Nigerians are more politically aware now than before, because now information is at your fingertips. But because in the past, I've monitored elections, the kind of ballot stuffing that was done when there was no beavers to validate. If you notice, we still have the same number of crowd, but then you will see a place that election did not take place, they will just stuff in the ballot. Have you noticed that nobody steals the ballot boxes any longer, unlike in the past? Yeah. Because of the use of beavers. One of the major reasons why votes have declined is because technology has now been deployed. The technology is faulty, but look at 2027 election. You can't tell me, I don't think the results across the country is close to 70% of the people that voted. Everybody was stuffing ballots in their comfort areas. So this is, we are beginning to see a true reflection of, I'm telling you, if the system is tightened up better with technology, it may even reduce further. Simply because, one, Nigerians don't have trust. in the electoral process. That is acceptable. There has never been a time where there was trust. But again, the politicians have been caught. I've gotten to a point whereby, look at this election. Do you think the Karim 1 election, if it was in the past, I'm telling you, what they will do is that, how many people are registered voters? 1 million. Everybody, the result will come out to maybe 1.3 million. Then they begin to argue the 300,000 on each. So that is one of the reasons. The voter apathy is due to lack of trust, but another reason is the fact that there's technology now to weed out ballot stuffing and other manipulations that used to be done in the past. What's your take on the issue of technology weeding out ballot stuffing and other things?
Well, with the coming of the technology, it's for good, but you know that the people who are saddled with the responsibility of handling it are not putting them into a proper use. The only thing, like I said earlier, the only thing that can safeguard our the little electoral integrity we have is reform. The whole system must be reformed to safeguard
who will do the reform? Process. 2023 election passed. The opposition had a large number in the House. Up to now, they've not been able to come together to raise a motion at 2022 electoral district as issues of technology. Nobody has spoken about that. So how do we get this reform?
Well,
the federal government, the ruling party will not do that for you. You understand that?
I know it's the opposition that will push for it. But when the opposition in the House fail, what are Nigerians doing?
Okay.
What are those people who are always protesting, going for strike? I'm looking forward to NLC going on a strike on the fact that they presume that election somewhere is not right. You understand? We're looking for this kind of agitation in churches, in mosques, you understand? Civic organizations, you understand? Pursue the fact that we want electoral reform because we want this and this and this to be corrected. Not only the National Assembly, at times we allow...
You can't do these reforms without whatever you do. It is the National Assembly that will do it. You are supposed to pressure.
That is what I'm saying.
Nobody is pressuring.
Is that the necessary pressure on the National Assembly?
Everybody is busy on which party will I support, which party. That is secondary. Because at the end of the day, you will come and cry. 2022 Electoral Act has some issues with it that popped up after the election. Nothing has been done about that. So we will still have the same results come 2027 if nothing is done between now. I expected the PDP, the ADC, the Labour Party, and to go and ensure that they begin to put pressure that these things should be reformed. But the problem politicians have is this. Everybody is protecting stronghold. Because what favors the APC in state A will be the same thing that will favor the PDP in state C and favor this. So that is why they are all afraid
of making the
necessary. But Nigerians need to push. Well, let's go to another one. Let's go to INEC portal. On what's this paper? First Daily. On First Daily, the story here says INEC opens online voter registration, records 69,000 entries in 7 hours. Let me just go through the paper. The Independent National Electoral Commission has announced a strong start to the nationwide continuous voter registration exercise, revealing that 69,376 Nigerians completed online pre-registration within the first 7 hours of the portal going live. This was contained in the press release signed by the National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, on Monday. The registration portal was live at 8:30 a.m. and by 3:30 p.m., just 7 hours later, as many as 69,376 Nigerians pre-registered. Of this record, 33,803, that's 48.7%, male, while 35,573, 51%, are female. So, wow, the females are more eager to, in terms of age, 48,333, that's 69.2%, are young persons aged 18 to 34. While, as you can see, the youth's demography, they are very, very alert. The portal is available for 24 hours every day of the week at cvr.inecnigeria.org. In addition to the digital option, INEC is set to also begin in-person registration at 811 state and local government offices nationwide starting Monday, August 25, 2025. This option will be available from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekdays only. So the process for registration has started. And what do you feel about the turnout? Just 7 hours.
Well, in 7 hours, and we recorded 69,000 entries. It's impressive.
It is.
It shows that Nigerians still have hope. They still have a little faith in the electoral process. So, and it's the responsibility of the government now to sit up and prove the people right. You know, encourage the people by doing the needful. Now, the Nigerians out there have done their best. And I believe these numbers will increase.
Definitely. That's just the first day.
I call on it, and you cannot change the system if you don't have the voters registration. So one thing is that everybody should go and register. Then one thing at a time, once you have your voters card with you, then we'll now see if the electoral reform happens. You know, definitely we'll get it. The number is quite impressive.
It's quite about necessary and without much itches. What's your
I did my registration yesterday in this office.
Oh, so you're part of the 69. Yes. Which demography are you? 16 to is it 18 to 34
no,
or 90 to 100? Male or female?
Now, what I want to draw attention to is the demography that indicated that between 18 to 34 years has more percentage in the registration may not be unconnected with the fact that these youths need this as maybe just a way of identification.
That's another thing.
Because youths, maybe they want to apply for military and other things like that. Most of the time they will say means of identification, either voter's card or like this.
And driver's license is very expensive and hard to get.
So the easiest way to get a functional and effective means of identification is a voter's card. That may be the reason. Now, we're looking forward to INEC and government seeing to it that this is translated into votes. If it is possible for the youths that is already having this percentage now, and we're looking forward to it being increased as time goes on. Now, if government can give them the right motivation to see to it, okay, come out and vote, and this is translated into vote in 2027, it is going to go a long way in shaping the destiny of Nigeria.
Yeah, I just like myself, the last election I was in Lagos, I was registered in Ward Ali Mosho, that is Egondo Ward F. Ward F. But I think now I will have to transfer my registration to maybe Kona Ward or one of these wards around there so that I can participate and vote and decide in Taraba State here. Then another thing I've noticed, which I want us to look at, why do people believe that their constituency is where they are from and not where they live? Why do people go to their village to register and they think, okay, my constituency, like myself now, I live in Jalingo. I've seen people who tell me, I go to Darufai ward, that is my ward in Karilami, go and register. I said, no, I live here. To me, I have to be here to ensure this is where I live becomes a better place. And I believe those from Darufai ward and those not from Darufai ward, they should also be able to perform their civic duties there. But I think it's something across Nigeria that people tend to go back to their villages to register. What do you think is the reason for this?
Well, it's the thing, number one, it's the voters' education, awareness. You know, I live in Abuja, and I registered mine in Abuja. One of the things the politicians tend to tell Nigerians is, okay, you have to go back to your constituency, because if you vote here, you don't know where.
Nobody will help you.
Nobody will help you here. So the only person that will help you is in your constituency. So please go home and register. We provide. I've seen countless times where politicians provide vehicles to convey people to their villages to register and bring them back, simply because the one where their vote will be counted.
Yeah, we counted for them.
Will be counted for them, not where they will only go and vote a random person and all that. So I think that's one of the reasons. But to me, I see nothing wrong in you registering where you reside. You know, if you are here, you register here, and you feel like voting at home, it's fine. But I don't think it's important.
Okay. Well, if you want to have a say in, this thing called politics has so many dimensions in Nigeria. There are instances where the votes that come out of a particular location will determine, though it is wrong, but this is what is obtainable now, a particular vote from a particular location will determine how development is going to go to those places. It is not constitutional, it is not, but this is the paradigm, this is the way, this has been the trend. So at times, if you want to have a voice in whosoever emerges as a governor or as a president or as a member, somehow there is a need for you to go back to your source. So that place will be developed. For instance, now, I registered mine under Lisamtu Yunusa because in one way or the other, that is where I want to be developed. After all, Jalingo is already developed. It's more developed than Lisamtu.
How many hours have you spent in that Lisam since you were born? I won't say how many years.
Well, I don't want to look at it. I just want it to. I am trying to see that that particular location has the kind of development. It's at par with where I am residing now. Okay. So maybe the only way to do it is to have a say, political say in that place by going to vote for whosoever should emerge as a political
definitely
stakeholder from that, so that you can be able to say something when it comes to that place. If I have seen where people want to go, for instance, now if I register in Jalingo and perchance I make up a mind to go and contest for election in that place, because if I say I'm going to contest in Jalingo, I've already disadvantaged myself. Somehow
you are very well known in Jalingo. They will vote for you.
There are ways politics is being played in Nigeria. So
is it not Mr. Aradane Kukwe? They will vote for you.
That is not the problem. They will talk about tribe, they will talk about this. These are natural stereotypes to politics.
Very, very natural.
The best way, I encourage everybody to go back to his source. Please, sir, go to Karim.
You give me money to fly that water. You will convey me to Karim.
No.
Now, and also on election day.
That is why
Yeah,
Honorable, I prefer he SA to chairman. So
Honorable
President to Special Assistant to the Governor.
To the Governor, so I don't want Honorable.
So Honorable Caleb said something that caught my attention. I remember some years back when some politician had to convey people from Jos to search for votes. You understand? I think it is. Are you not saying that if I give you money to go to Karim and
give me first, you will see picture. Well, I think if you look at it, some things you have to be very practical. If you are someone that you know you have political ambitions in Nigeria, you need to start going on, because they will ask you questions. Yeah. He has never been part of us here. Yeah. So for the politicians, you need to go. And for those that they've lived among these people, you know, when you leave and they say, this is someone that used to be with us during the election, but since Honorable Caleb went to Abuja, he has not been coming home for elections again. They will read meanings into it. Yeah. But someone like me, like myself, I've never been in the political arena. But if you have political ambitions, honestly in Nigeria, always look for that transport to go back home and register and do it is the way things have always been.
So everybody must follow the trend. Go home and register.
Don't worry, this man during the election we will ensure there is an election duty close to Adamawa State, so that while election is going on in Bika,
that is a civic duty. If I have been assigned to cover, it's still but all I'm trying to say is that let it be that There are instances where you register and something may happen. You may not have the chance to go back to that place to vote.
Yeah.
But now you're talking about moving your polling unit from Lagos to Taraba State.
Yeah.
You understand? It's at times for convenience and other things like that. It is better for you to do it like this.
Okay. Now, he said something that just brought up something. Civic duty. Like, I don't think I may even have the chance to vote on election day. Same thing, maybe you may be doing some activism or this is some monitoring. Now, these are some of the things that we need to look at. How do we reform the electoral in such a way that people in diaspora, people in prison, just like the one they suggested, and those of us on the police, the police, the army, the military, they are disenfranchised. They don't have a say, and they are not. It's not supposed to be so. And even those on electoral duty, what do you suggest that should be done so that these people can participate? That is part of the thing that reduces voters.
I think the government should. The president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yeah.
If you are listening to me right now, I suggest you ask the National Assembly to do the needful so that the police, the army, the journalists on the line will have that right to vote. Hence, prisoners are going to vote. If they are going to create polling unit for prisoners, why can't other people too do? Nobody should be disenfranchised of where to vote. All the police on duties, all the security agencies on duties, the journalists should be allowed to vote.
There should be create a system.
Electoral reform is now very, very key. We must be given that chance to vote. Because I must be sincere to you, I did not vote in the last election.
Yeah, I know a lot of us in there.
Covering, and I was not allowed to vote.
Maybe you're sent to cover elections somewhere other than your place.
Then I should be given a chance to vote. Maybe in the presidential election, I should be given a chance.
Definitely, I think
for presidency and maybe governor, you can vote from anywhere.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you have to go back to your polling unit
where
you register.
And so you take me off my polling unit.
So if there's a technology that can make you vote anyway, you understand? Then it still reflects in your polling units.
I think these are some of the things that even people in diaspora. If you look at, let's start with diaspora, just like I told you. Do you know the millions that come into Nigeria from billions that come of dollars that come into Nigeria through that they contribute to the economy, and they're also very, very vocal. They are very, very, as a matter of fact, nobody now contests for election at the national level that doesn't go and talk to the diaspora because of funding, because of support, their power on social media and the rest of it. So we don't have to disenfranchise even those in diaspora because they contribute to our economy. And I think that will also, if we can do that, that will also stop the issue of people flying up and down during election period. You stay in one place. Well, it's technology. Maybe some of these our essays will help us to get there. We'll get there. Very soon we'll get there. Well, let's go to another paper. This is one of the things that connect. Let's go to the Punch. The Punch says federal government moves pay raise for political office holders. The Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission has hinted at plans to review the salaries of political office holders in Nigeria, describing current earnings as inadequate, unrealistic, and outdated in the face of rising responsibilities and economic challenges. At a press briefing in Abuja on Monday, RMAFC Chairman Mohammed Shehu disclosed that President Bola Tinubu presently earns 1.5 million monthly, while ministers receive less than 1 million, figures that remain unchanged since 2008. You are paying, you cannot pay a minister less than 1 million, according to them. But the Nigeria Labour Congress kicked against the plans by the RMAFC to review upward the salaries of political office holders, saying the proposal ignores the country's worsening inequality and the EDP pecs that already inflate earnings in government. Are you with do you want political office holders money to be increased?
Well, this is where the problem starts. You know, what is the pay of a Nigerian worker? You know, in Nigeria, they will make the political office look so luxury, so enticing. That's why
as if it's a royal.
As if it's a royal. You know, the whole thing, you are to serve the people. The Revenue Mobilization Office are not being sincere. They should be able to disclose to us what is the wardrobe allowance of Mr. President.
Yeah.
What is the vehicle maintenance of Mr. President?
The money for his aides.
They should be able to disclose to us all the earnings Mr. President earns per month. Should they use 1.5 million as just to, you know, make it sound as if the government, the president, Mr. President, is not earning much more than that. In fact, I'm against this. Seriously, I'm against it. We must prioritize the poor masses on the street. How are they faring under this hard economy? We must not. The office of Mr. President Mr. President should always act as a servant. He's there to serve, not to accommodate everything to himself. We're in this country where we've seen Mr. President renovate his house for billions naira, buy a car worth billions of naira, buy presidential yachts, billions of naira. Then what is the fate of a level 04 workers?
The level 4 workers should buy a smaller belt and tighten up. That is what the president told us.
The minimum wage cannot do anything under this country. So the Revenue Mobilization Office must prioritize the workers, the masses first, before talking about increasing the pay rise for political office holders.
From there, they say we are strictly restricted to political office holders. That is governors, senators, legislators, ministers, DGs. That's some of the... Mr. Ira, do you agree that probably maybe you are looking at a ministerial position in 2027, so you will support this now so that your pay should be increased to... Maybe they should increase to 10 million every week for them, like footballers.
Well, I want to look at it like this. If we don't have inflation that is ravaging us now, if we don't have some of the social challenges that we're facing as a nation, there is no way you compare a minister to a civil servant. It is not done like that anywhere, because the weight of that office, the responsibilities of what he does as a minister, there is no way you say president should go and stay in a 2-bedroom apartment, because the function of that office is way above. He receives visitors, he has guests, he does that. So as a president or as a political office holders, I think everywhere in the world, their pay is ordinarily above the average. You can't compare it like that. But the challenge we're having now is that in the face of the inflation that we're facing, in the face of so many challenges, bad hospitals, this and that, they're still trying to see how their pay will be increased. They will still argue that they go to the same market. All these things I mentioned earlier that is the responsibilities of them as a result of the office they are holding. They will say, okay, when you have visitors, there is a need for you. A minister will receive about 20 to 30 visitors in a day. And it is expected that he will do this for them, he will do this, he will buy them drinks, refreshment, all other things like that. If you see the money that is voted out...
Are you not expected to buy drinks too for your guests when they come?
Maybe because it is not... Listen, I'm just saying that. Because this is official. It's government function. Maybe those visitors are coming as a result of...
But let me tell you, they still do budgets for those. They don't take that from their salary.
And that budget too...
See, they don't take
that from their salary.
Listen, I'm just trying to say, if it is salary alone we're talking about, it is not even enough. We should look at all these factors too. These people, apart from the salary, the basic salary that they collect, they have so many allowances that even more than the salary.
The salary is not. That's why I said they should tell us. Even newspaper, they still when you collect money for data, and you still take money for newspaper.
To buy newspaper. Yes. What for?
When you can check everything right there on your phone. Then again, to me, let me assume that is the Revenue Mobilization fiscal that wants to do this. Let me just assume on that. But I believe the president of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who many say is a Democrat, is the father of the nation, will not agree to this. Reason why is that he has been at the forefront of telling Nigerians this is the time to tighten up our belts. So I believe the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the father of the nation, Asiwaju Jagaban, one, you will also tighten up the rope of your Sokoto and tell that no, for now, we are in the process of recovery. This is enough. I think that is what the president should do based on what he has said. If he has said in the past that everything is, this is the period, there is money. Because we had a lot he said while people were agitating for minimum wage. So he should apply that same skill for this. I think if the president accepts this, then I think whatever he has said about we tighten up our belt and the rest of it is pure lip service.
Yeah, sure.
I agree
with you.
Well, it's pure lip service. I think this is one of the litmus tests of whether he as a president should reject this. And I know he has a political will. Even if others support it, he has a way of ensuring that this thing is deferred until that thing is planning for Nigeria, until that Nigeria of his dreams comes. Then everybody will enjoy this thing. And I believe he said in a very short time. So let them wait. The short time will come. When the dividends of democracy come, we will increase their money to 10 million. They will be paid like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Okay. Let me go to, sorry, I'm a little under the weather. Let me go to another. Okay, let's go to The Guardian. You know, The Guardian has a way of their stories. While have you noticed that Guardian, while everybody is going this direction, they just pick a topic.
Yeah.
They don't follow.
They don't follow the trend. And The Guardian has always been there like that. I'm not doing publicity for them since I was young. I think my dad loves to read The Guardian. So
their cover is like future.
Yeah, most of their cover their future. So let's go. New licensing charges on settled port operators are 3.5 trillion investment. Jobs threatened as custom raises agent licensing charged by over 1,800%. 4,000 Lagos Ogun bonded terminal employees face possible job loss. Importers to pay more handling, storage charges, increase in clearing processes. Foreigners, cartels to take over businesses, risk of rising smuggling. A sweeping review of various licensing fees paid by clearing agencies and bonded terminals may constrain capacity utilization in the maritime value chain, which is already strained by falling importation. The changes could also trigger mass job losses and undermine the 3.5 trillion investment in the already deprived indigenous bonded warehouse and terminals. The Guardian has learned in Lagos and Ogun State alone, there are over 40 bonded terminals caught in the new licensing regime, which each employ at least 350 individuals, 14,000 Nigerians risk job losses if the firms which are already operating at little or no margin close operation. Now, let me not even go far. My problem with the policies of President Bola Tinubu is that he has, let me look at the positive aspect. He has a way of coming up with policies that will earn money for the nation. But because of the situation, the inflation, and the way things are now, these policies are good on paper, but the application of these policies end up improvising the people. It will put money in the pocket of Nigeria, but most times it takes money away from the pocket of Nigerians.
Common man.
Of Nigerians. Not only the common man does not own a bonded terminal. It takes money away from the pocket of Nigerians, which now is almost empty, and put it in the coffers of Nigeria. And for years, we've known that Nigeria have not been able to manage the money of Nigerians very well. So I think he should review all these policies in such a way that whatever it does should be something that should put more money in the pocket of Nigerians, rather than it being more money in the pocket of Nigeria and less money in the pocket of Nigerians. Let me start with you, Mr. Era. How does it balance any money for Nigeria and also not fleecing Nigerians?
Now, the problem will be predominantly as a result of leakages. As this money has been accrued, what are the measures that the government has taken to see that leakages of the accrued funds not being wasted in projects that are not worthwhile, in reckless spending? So we're talking about the salaries, things like that. The nations become fatter, then the money that's been accrued in the coffers of the nation is wasted on things that does not really matter to the lives of Nigerians. Now, for this particular policy, experts, some are saying that there is a way it will prevent indigenous companies from operation, and that too is going to create unemployment. And these are some of the things that the president needs to take into cognizance as he goes about the pursuance of these policies. It does not help if at the end of the day you want to build the future, then you destroy whosoever is going to benefit from the future before the future comes. Yeah,
Comrade, what's your take on this?
Yeah, I'm not surprised because the president, during the campaign prior to 2023 election, he told Nigeria point blank that when he's voted into office, number one, he will reduce their purchasing power. He will slow the economy and widen the tax net. We all clap. We all hail him. We all call him a master strategist. So, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a promise keeper.
That I know him.
Yeah, he has kept his promise. So, kudos to him. He has successfully widened the tax net of Nigeria. The more reason why we are where we are right now is because of Nigerian, we cannot boast of producing anything. We virtually import everything. And we depend on importations of goods and services to survive as a nation because we cannot produce our own. You go ahead and increase the import duty.
Yes.
You import in toothpick, for instance. You buy the toothpick at 100 naira. When you get to the port here in Nigeria, you pay 300 naira for import duty. So what will a trader do?
He will sell at 500 or 600.
He will sell it at 500 or 600. He has removed subsidy on pharmaceutical drugs. So the whole thing, the government is for the people. Government must prioritize the welfare of the masses. Those basic needs, those basic things that the people need, government must give priority to it. Not improvising us with tax everywhere. Everybody pay tax in this country right now. In one way or the other.
Everybody.
If you are using a cell phone, you pay tax.
Definitely, everybody.
Because the charges is much more higher than what Nigerians were expecting before. So now the problem is didn't stop there. Another problem is how effective is this money generated?
That is the major problem.
How effective is the money being used? I was on my way from Kefi to Makurdi. We have about 5 toll gates where in Nigeria you pay a fee.
So
you pay 500 naira. That is a small car, 1,000 and 2,000. Me, I pay that money happily because I've seen I'm seeing the reason why I should pay that money.
The good road.
The good road. So Nigerian government must account for every kobo. In time like this, I don't think this is time to increase more import duties.
Yeah.
We are struggling. We cannot produce, we cannot boast of anything now. So I think Mr. President should look into that and see how he can, because if this is fully implemented, it will also threaten job unemployment.
Definitely.
A lot of people will be go off the street, and the rate of crime will definitely increase.
Definitely.
Everybody wants to survive. So I'm not too okay with this. But Mr. President still have the time to do something about it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Comrade Ray Caleb Danjuma. Thank you, Mr. Ra. We'll go for a short break now. Then the Pidgin segment will come. After the Pidgin segment, the three of us, let me call us the three musketeers for today, we'll be back to do analysis on stories that will be about Taraba State. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Som TV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Som TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Som TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 24/7 financial transactions, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Markets. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 24/7 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking products and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 24/7. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing SuperCab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the SuperCab app today. SuperCab, your ride, your way.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Keep watching Some TV.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Welcome back to the morning show on Some TV. Sorry we couldn't bring you the pidgin segments of the morning show due to some issues beyond our control. So for those of you who are looking up to see Madam Esther Oka-Stephen, please, we're sorry for not being able to not being able to do our presentation today. So we'll go straight to the Taraba news segment of the morning show, and just we all know the discussion of on the lips of everyone in Taraba is the recently concluded Karim by-election, which INEC declared APC Abna Shitu as the winner. The People's Democratic Party Taraba State Chapter and by the chairman Alhaji Abubakar Bawa spoken a press release yesterday. The Taraba State Chapter of the People's Democratic Party say it finds it imperative and an obligation to address you this afternoon as a political party that benefited from the process of free and fair elections in the state since 1999. That sense of urgency mandates us to speak out if we notice tendencies that injurious to our political journey in this state. He said, when for what transpired in Karilamido on the 16th and 17th August 2025 was inexplicable recklessness and barefaced subversion of democratic decorum and standard. It was, to say the least, a remarkable show of mafia gangsterism. As a party, we are still in a state of shock at the desperate and depravity that the APC exhibited across the 5 wards and 131 polling units of the constituency. The PDP went into contest with absolute innocence, basking on precedents of orderly conduct of election and civilized mannerisms. What we met and saw presents danger to our democracy. They haven't realized that the people were not willing to vote for them. They opted for intimidation, threats, and open confrontation. Sadly and unfortunately, lethal weapons were part of the instrument of intimidation. Like scenes from horror films, results were snatched at gunpoint, doctored and forced on the returning officers. the authentic scores of the political parties as collated at the various world collation center are here. Well, they gave their results according to what they were able to collate. And from what their final results, the PDP, according claimed that what the results, that ADC got 1,797 votes, APC 6,166 votes, PDP 7,599 votes, and SDP 136 votes. So that's how their concerns. What's your take on what happened at Karim 1?
Well, I was shocked when I saw the returning officer declare the APC candidate as the winner of the result. One of the things that came to my mind first is I was trying to know who is the PDP candidate in that election. What are his precedents in the grassroots? Is he a popular candidate? Is he a well-known candidate in the grassroots? Is he a grassroots mobilizer? Well, from the results the PDP chairman released yesterday, I believe with this result, they should approach the court and let the court decide, because the Nigerian court is the last hope of the common man.
Yeah.
If we're sure of this result, why not? Let's approach the court.
Yeah.
Because I was saddened with one of this part of the statement where he said results were snatched at the gunpoint and was forced on. If this allegation is true, I'm really disappointed, because what happened to the democracy? Our democracy in Nigeria is dying on a daily basis. Once people have opportunity to do the unthinkable thing, they go ahead to do it just because of politics. Nigerians should grow past this. They should allow people to vote free and fair, and allow the wills of the people to prevail, not enforcing the people against the will of the people. So with the authentic results, the chairman or the PDP said he released yesterday, I think the PDP should go to court and let the court decide.
Okay, Mr. Daniel, what's your take on this?
Yes, the issue is like this. We are not, there was pre-election process, pre-election stage, then the day of the election, and now we're talking about the post-election procedures. The election has been conducted and the winner has been declared. We're waiting for, what is it called? The election tribunal, and how is going to, if there is any issue, if there is any disagreement with what has happened now, there is a reasonable process that they can follow.
Yeah.
You understand? They have the right to say, to make this statement, they have the right to bombard the social media with everybody is entitled to his opinion. But it should be done in such a way that the polity is not polarized to the extent that it may degenerate to crisis. I think in one way or the other, that stage, we've gone past the stage where what is left now, they should wait for the election tribunal, go to court and see how they can claim the mandate, if at all there is anything like that. But it is the court now that will, just like Honorable Uri said, it is the court now that will determine whether what the PDP chairman of Taraba State is saying is actually correct or it is wrong.
Okay. Okay. Now let me take this people's opinion. Let's say if we ain't broke, don't fix it. They put this blame on the governor that nothing was actually wrong with Karim 1. The PDP was in control, and against the wish of the people, he appointed the Magdio Jen as commissioner, and we saw outcry by his constituency then, and he resigned, became sworn in as commissioner, and they created this situation that the APC has lashed on. Don't you think this is a lesson, a political lesson? Do you think it was, with hindsight now, was this the right decision to have been taken?
Yeah, I think to this, what just happened in Karim is an early warning to the PDP of Taraba State. When the governor appointed the member, wanted to appoint him as a member, as a commissioner, I felt, in my opinion, it would have been right for the Gen to go back to his constituency and consult his people. Okay, the governor wants to appoint commissioner. Hear from his people, the people that gave him the mandate to the House of Assembly here. So he should have go back to them, sit down with them, bring the message of the governor to them that this is what the governor wants. Seek for their opinion before, taking further steps. Anyway, that has happened. But above all, what happened in Karim is an early warning to the PDP of Taraba State that when next an election is coming, number one, in Karim we have 3 commissioners, 1 chairman, 5 wards. The election took place in just 5 wards, but they could not deliver their candidate. And now we're now waiting to go to court and ask the court to save us. It's an embarrassment to the ruling party of Taraba State.
Okay, there are chances that PDP will go to court and reclaim their mandate. There are chances like that. The issue of appointing a member to become a commissioner, there are precedents, even in Taraba State, where Senator Bocha was a member representing Donga, then became commissioner of Agri. Then that was how, after that, he became a House of Reps and things like that. The decision of the governor may not be complete. The decision of the governor and Dr. Mike Diogen. Because if Mike Diogen had declined, there is no way the governor will compel him and say, become commissioner by my hand. So Mike Diogen agreed to become a commissioner because of an arrangement that maybe his ambition, maybe he has other plans that we may not know now. Election happened. If they lose, they lose. If they win, they win. Talking about it like that, they may still go to court. They're talking about going to court. Maybe the court may discover that something happened that they didn't actually win. So at that point, we may come back to say, okay, the commissioners and the people that went were vindicated. Yeah. But for now, APC is celebrating their victory. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, now let us look at Taraba News. Taraba News is Taraba's most influential newspaper, and it's always fresh with stories that has to do with Taraba State. So let us go to the stories on the cover page of Taraba News. Let's just 100 of youth participate in historic Lasandi Youth Forum election in Jalingo. And also one of us, in our studio manager, Godwin Ibrahim Dominion,
the planner.
The planner won the election as the PRO of Lasandi Youth Forum election that took place on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And also the chairman, the person who won was Wakili.
I can't remember his name.
Wakili, I know he's a very, very vocal young man. So congratulations to our studio manager, the planner, Mr. Godwin Ibrahim Dominion, the planner. Congratulations as the PRO of Lasandi Youth Forum. And I think this is a good one. They're creating a forum that will help at least the youths to bring development to their community, and I think it's a good one. Let's just go. Time is no longer on our side. So while Governor Kefa's infrastructure policy must be condemned by Nick Yashi, unveiling Kariwan by-election, a contest of mandate, tactics, and democracy. You can read that on page 7. Then PDP rejects Karim Lamido by-election results, alleged vote rigging violence. That story is on page 2. The Nigerian First Lady and Tony Elumelu Foundation distribute 250 million to women in Jalingo for small-scale business support. You can also find that story on page 3. Police arrest INEC officials, recover election materials in Taraba by-election. That story is on page 5 of the Taraba News. Governor Advocate Fast inaugurates 2 committees. Can find that story on page 4. Governor Advocate Fast approved key appointments for the coordinator, deputy and secretary of Young 2 Special Development Area. Which of the stories do you want us to take? Before that will be the only story we take. Is it the Young 2 or the committee or the arrest of INEC officials?
Yeah, the arrest of the INEC
officials. I can see that you want to move.
It's sad that INEC have decided to trying to pitch a tent with the political parties.
Yeah.
Because INEC are to conduct election, not to harbor electoral material. Yeah, I believe what the chairman said, the PDP chairman said yesterday. He has highlighted the challenges, what actually transpired. He talks about voters exceeding the total number of accredited votes. And he's also, so there's a lot of malpractice that happen. So why should an INEC officials harbor electoral materials when they're supposed to give it out to the people to vote?
I think those arrested included Gideon Amos, 49, an assistant presiding officer, 2 assigned to Poli Unit 16, and Gwan Yusuf Dogo, Yukon Ward, and 2 others identified as Matthew Jayi, 47, and Tiasama Matthias Musa, 32. The suspect allegedly diverted material meant for 3 polling units, PU 005 Gandara, PU 016, and Gwan Yusuf Dogo, and PU 029, Gwan Serki Primary School to the residents, to their residents. And then items recovered from there included 3 ballot boxes, 2 beavers machine, 19 booklets, and 20 pieces of ballot paper, 2 stamp pads with ink, 1 marker, and 2 result sheets. I think for me, and also a police officer on election duty, Police Constable Christian Garba, had his uniform forcefully removed by hoodlums who fled with it. That is quite sad. Attack someone on civic duty there. But I think the police should do investigation of this and find out. Because for now, we are not sure who these guys were working for. So let them do the investigation and they should obtain statement for them to show who exactly they are working for. I think this will go. We shouldn't just assume that they're working for any of the parties. Let information and let investigation be done concerning this.
Yeah, these are ad hoc staff. I think the way they are listed here, assistant presiding officers, the ad hoc staff, INEC ad hoc staff. The law should go the way it's supposed to go, so that this is going to serve as deterrent for further elections that is going to come up. 2027 is around the corner. Just like somebody was saying the other day before the elections, this is a rehearsals for 2027 election. So there's a need for INEC to come out clean and see, and the police too should do their investigations properly, because there are chances that political undertones will still follow the investigations until it will end up in the courts. Okay,
thank you very much, Comrade Ore Caleb Danjuma. Thank you very much for coming. How long are you going to be around in Jalingo so that we can see, maybe you will still be part of us here for maybe journalist hangout if the opportunity comes out?
Well, for now I'm still around.
Okay.
Still around.
Okay, that's good.
It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. Radane Kukwen, thank you for this wonderful opportunity again this morning. To our viewers, we want to say thank you for always being there for us on the Sun TV. Well, we also want to thank the studio manager, Moses Peter, who has been upstanding all day, ensuring that everything comes out perfect. And also the master control operators, operator in the person of James Silas. James Atta Emmanuel James Yo, as is popularly known, the man that can sing from now till eternity with a sonorous voice.
There's a way he will be happy for no reason.
It will make you, his happiness will just make you keep wondering what is making this man so happy today. Is the one. You can see that it's a happy program we are today. And also everyone, the executive producer, Chief Gabriel Lainka, thank you for the platform. My name is Abraham Joda. Good morning.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today.